gentlemen, welcome to the CIPU's Leadership Dialogues, where we engage with visionary academic leaders for shaping the future of education and management. Today, we have the honor of interviewing Dr. Bhimaraya Metri, a distinguished leader in the field of management education. Dr. Metri is the director of the Indian Institute of Management, Nagpur. With a distinguished career in management education, he previously served as the director of IIM Tiruchirappalli. Dr. Metri is widely recognized for his leadership in various committees under AICTE, UGC, and other professional organizations. And he has extensive experience training senior executives at leading organizations and has provided consultancy to major firms. A notable contributor to international standards, he has represented India in global discussions on ISO standards. And Dr. Metri is also a prominent speaker at numerous conferences and convocation ceremonies, making him a valued voice in the field. Thank you so much, Dr. Metri, for joining us today. And without much further ado, so I would like to go into the questions directly. So my first question to you is, so what is your vision for the future of higher education in India, especially in terms of evolving pedagogy, digital transformation, and the industry academia collaboration? Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Karthik. A great question. Vision for higher education in India, with reference to, you're talking about evolving technology and industry interface. I think today higher education landscape is continuously changing because of technological disruptions, and also because of the restructuring of the globe. I must say that Europe, America, even Canada, Japan, these are all aging nations. India is a rising nation. And since the 21st century belongs to India, National Education Policy 2020 coming in and implementation is going on last 4 years. In this context, the Indian higher education is a very, very ambitious vision, and since entire world is looking towards India for leadership, India is already in the process of taking leadership from China, being a youngest nation and demographic dividend. So in this context, India has a larger accountability and responsibility to as far as higher educations are concerned, higher education institutions are concerned. And in this context, higher education future is very bright, and it is continuously changing. And India already, some of the institutions started implementing national education policy and also aligning the institutions, the various programs and their curriculum with the industry, basically what industry, what institute equip. So that alignment process is already on. But the only one challenge is what industry wants clarity is every time it is changing because of the disruptions. Maybe 2 months back, sorry, 2 years back or so, there was no AI, and chat gpt. Today AI chat gpt has come, cloud computing is coming big way, IoT AI elevating the talent of students as well as faculty. So in this context, higher education is going to change continuously in this fluid world itself is changing, and higher education also continuously change to remain relevant to the present world, which is on the march of continuous changing. So in this context, as I told you, it is a very bright future, because now we are not focusing on the moment a student graduates. Earlier they used to decide before taking the course, I want to be a mechanical engineer, I want to join Maruti, I want to electronics engineer, join Bharat Electronics Limited. Those days are gone. The moment you join any engineering, and in 4 years when you complete, probably what you are thinking at the joining and at the time of graduation totally change because of disruptions. And in this context, we are preparing, higher educations are preparing the students to lead the unknown roles in unborn companies. And therefore, if you look at the national education policy, three important aspects while building the curriculum. One is theory, we call it as academic. Second one is skill part, and third one is experiential learning. It is a phenomena based learning which brings the philosophical mind. Even though role is not known, not studied, but still you can overcome and you can successfully deliver the results expected. So this is what kind of higher education is going to come. Apart from this, here onwards, or even I must say that since COVID, the uh, COVID has totally disrupted the education, from face to face, whatever we call it as a online. Online has become mainline after COVID, and offline has become, online has become mainline, and online earlier considered as offline, now it has become mainline, and offline has become sideline. So in this context, now hybrid education is going to be there. Technology going to play important role. Digital offering and digital services, solutions are going to play a very, very important role. So in this context, the future belongs to hybrid. Hybrid means online as well as offline. Both of them are going to play important role for the learners. So in this context, high tech and high touch universities are going to play a very, very important role in coming years.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your insightful vision. So moving on, I would like to hear about how you foster innovation within your institution. So how do you encourage innovation and entrepreneurial thinking among the students at IIM Nagpur? Maybe you can share some specific initiatives or programs that have been successful.
You see, innovation and adaptation is the way of life in any higher education institution. As a part of that, in IIM Nagpur, so we have got Atal Innovation Center. We have also received the funding from the Department of Science and Technology, Genesis funding. We also, some of the companies like Vaidyanathan or Vico, they are also supporting. So various areas we are working on the innovation part, and our students wholeheartedly participate. For example, through our InFed Section 8 company, we organize the case competition for Vico, and students come out with the young minds. They study the organization, come out with the innovative solutions, and company will adapt them. So this is a one way of getting into innovation. And second one, what we are doing is, as a part of innovation, we are also putting our students as a part of PMP course we call Professional Management Practice. Our students by and large coming from the big cities and towns, and that is the urban part of India. Rural part of India is basically it is not known to them. So we take our students to rural India. We call it as a Bharat Darshan program. We take them, and NGO do the wonderful work. Just to give example, in one of the place, 15 farmers have buffaloes. NGO has put the paneer making machine to raise the bar for farmers, because the farmers also should get into agri-business instead of selling the raw material. So they are selling the paneer, and we showcase all such things, and we ask our students, now you are cream of the society joining IIM Nagpur. How to raise the bar for farmers from 5 times or 10 times. You have seen this. Now you tell us the how farmers can further their income can be raised. What are the solutions? What are the strategies you give? We give such challenging question, taking them to rural India, and for them it is unseen things, invisible things. They see the visible in India. What kind of rural India? How people are living? How they are working? What kind of situation? It is totally new to them, and they looking at that the context and whatever they studied in business school, they provide the solutions. So this is how we foster the innovation. Apart from that, we get a large number of research projects from Department of Science and ICSSR. Some international project will involve our students to those projects, and they get into innovation. And now we are also planning one important aspect. We are going to set up a center for MSME. MSMEs, they can't afford to go to for big fours, McKinsey, PwC, all those kind of companies, Deloitte. So such people, KPMG, they can't go to all those four bigs. So, and we, our young talent, support the MSME. They take the MSME problems, and we provide the solutions with the nominal price, so that the MSME in India, there are 65 million MSMEs. And if you give a small support to them, basically a problem related to marketing, compliance, international trade, all such operational problems as well as futuristic, our students will provide the solution. As a part of that, MSME will raise the bar, and since it is a big in small in size but big in number, so that boosts the GDP of our country, and that is how we also, our students understand the trend, what is happening in the corporate world, and they provide the innovative solutions. So it is a win-win for MSME as well as IIM Nagpur. So these are some initiatives we do by IIM Nagpur.
Great, wonderful. Those initiatives sound truly inspiring and demonstrate a commitment to nurturing entrepreneurial talent. So, building on the theme, maybe let's explore the foundational values that drive leadership. So, what core values or principles do you consider essential for anyone in a leadership position? Now, how do you practice them in your daily professional life?
Great question, Karthik. I think what we do is we have 73 mentors. Those who are GM and above, right from all big companies you name, their senior people up to vice president, they are the mentors. Each mentor will guide 4 to 5 students, and they do the e-mentoring. And physically now this month, 16, 15, 16, they are coming here, and they physically meet our students and do the face-to-face mentoring. Basically, even though they are studying the classes in our campus, they will be understanding the ground realities and trends in the industry, even though they are studying here, because of mentors. And this is one way they understand how these people, GM, vice president, they reach the position of leader, what they do, being with them and talking to them, interacting to them, it is always said that you are known by your company. What kind of, if lion is in the company of goat, that will become goat. If goat is in the company of lion, that will become lion. So you are known by your company, that is, you are putting them to such great leaders. That is one aspect for inculcating leadership qualities. Second one, we provide them a course called PMP, just a professional management course. There we identify what are the qualities of good managers. It may be a teamwork, it may be a teamwork or team player, it critical thinking, a good communication, like that. Various students will come out with the 10, 12 traits, and out of that, some of them they are great, and some of them they are medium, some of them are they are very weak. For example, students coming from a rural part of India, they may be poor in communication. So all the students, once they come out, and our mentor will help them. In the term one, we start with the weak skills. They develop, communication. They have to read and they have to present the project work, even though they are not good in communication. They practice. They read the economics times. So like that, and they have to maintain the Excel sheet, and every term they have to present and they have to showcase how much they have improved. It is a 1 year exercise. They keep on doing. We bring them up to the par, whatever the benchmark set, so that they can be good in communication, critical thinking, and also various qualities, how to leverage the potential with the team members. All those things they develop through the mentor. And the second aspect for developing leadership is we teach a course called Change Masters of India. Say great leaders like Mokshagundam Vishwesvaraya, Vikram Sarabhai, such big five, we teach them, and that helps them. Third one, we also call the great accomplished leaders as a living library. Living library means, say, Harsh Mariwala, he wrote a book on his journey. So such people, we give the book of Harsh Mariwala. Example, I am telling, last year we gave a book of Harsh Mariwala to the students last to last year, and students will go through the book, and he will come and he will interact about 20-25 minutes, and students with plethora of questions, interesting. He say his father started this whatever the coconut oil earlier he used to supply in tanks like a kerosene, but the Harsh Mariwala, he packaged it well in bottles, whatever the small bottles, and he has changed the face of this business, and from a small business to he became an established billionaire. So like that, our students listen to the life story of such people. Similarly, Tata brand custodian, Harish Bhatt, people, he wrote a book and we give to the students, because reading habits have gone. Today we make them to read and listen to the people, those who have written a book. For example, Piyush Pandey, a brand guru. So he came and he addressed. All such leaders come, and even some of the the startups, they come and share their response, their venture, how they started, what kind of difficulties. So this is how we call it as a living library. So students listen, and it is the latest. Any book if you take, even if it is published in 24, means it would have been material would have been written in 2022. So it is 2 3 year old, but these people share their life experience, where they started and where they are today. So such kind of leadership lessons we provide, and this is another aspect, to inculcate a leadership. And the fourth one, our students do various activities. There are finance club, marketing club, a cultural club, and we ask them to raise the fund. If you don't know how to get the money from the market, you are not going to successful in the industry. So how to raise the fund, how to convince the industry that what is in that for you, why you should give money to us than the other institutions. So how you convince. So this is how we create a hunger, how to get the money, how to convince, all those things we put them. And that whenever students are doing anything, they have to attend the class as well as to do it, and even Saturday, Sunday also sometimes classes will be there. So today one student will go and talk to the company, and he will say that he or she will say that you come on Wednesday his class will be there, he can't go. Some other students will get taking it forward, and that fellow will say, my boss, you meet on Saturday, and Saturday that these two fellows are not available, third fellow will go. How to work in a team to get the money. So, and this is how they learn many qualities of the leadership and the leaders. And the best part is how to influence. Leader job is to influence. Influence is a currency of leadership. Are you getting me? And authenticity. Authenticity is another important thing. So, and the third one is how to, leaders create a lead, how to help others. Leaders are the great givers. So how to sacrifice yourself for the overall development of the vision for the company. So these are some of the things apart from teamwork and social responsiveness, domain knowledge, and how you have to leverage the potential with each one whom you are working, how to help others to do their job best. So these are some of the things they learn through these all various clubs and committees mentored by our professors. So these are the various ways we allow them to practice as well as and create awareness about leadership. It happens, and today, earlier people used to say leaders have changed, but leadership has not changed. But today, whether leaders will change or not, leadership style has to change, because a context is changing, and today context is king. And given the context, what kind of leadership style works, that is extremely important. Teaching that, creating awareness, practicing that is important, and those kind of instances we provide them.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing those valuable insights. And and once again, thank you for joining us today and for sharing your valuable thoughts and insights on the future of higher education and your approach to fostering innovation, entrepreneurship, and leadership at IIM Nagpur. It's clear that IIM Nagpur, under your leadership, so it's not only shaping tomorrow's leaders, but also fostering an environment that encourages creativity and entrepreneurial spirit. So thank you for taking the time to speak with us today. It has been a pleasure learning from your experiences and gaining a deeper understanding of the direction in which higher education is heading. So we wish you and IIM Nagpur continued success in all your endeavors. Thank you so much, Dr. Metri.
Thank you, Karthik. Thank you very much. Very nice interacting with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks.